G'day guys, my name is Trent aka LaxLime, bringing you Week 1 Season 4 of the PGL. I am psyched to be back into the PGL. Week 1 we are up against the Worcester Walreins. I probably said that wrong, I'm not 100% sure, but yeah, Week 1, pretty tough team, really. He didn't actually bring what I expected him to bring. He has actually got a Volcarona and like a Mega Altaria, which he didn't end up bringing, which I was kind of happy about. But yeah, I'm sorry I haven't given any notification on the channel about this. I plan in the next couple of days to put on, probably more than a couple of days, to put like a draft analysis thing up, but I just haven't had a chance. I've just been flat out and my computer has been the worst over the last couple of weeks. So it's taken me honestly 2 weeks to get my computer like running to be able to even record. It's been absolutely a nightmare. Absolutely a nightmare. But this is some of my team. I'm excited to get back into it. It's been so long since I've really played. This is like the first battle I've had probably in like maybe 2 months, like serious battle anyway. But anyway, we'll just get into the battle and we'll see how we go. I totally didn't even mention who I was playing, but we are up against EquaPlays. His YouTube and link and everything will be in the description below. So basically I started out with my Clef Key as he went into his iPod? I've forgotten what it said. He switches straight away into the Celebi. I'm so blanking on these names, and that does absolutely nothing. I went for the Draining Kiss just to get some, like, that does like 50% to Leapard, I'm pretty sure, so I just went straight for it, and then I decided to start setting up some like spikes and everything his only rapid spinner on the team is Avalug, so like when he comes into spikes it's gonna hurt very much. I decided to switch out here because I just had a feeling he had something for me, and I was really scared of being hit by something, and it turns out that he actually had Hidden Power Fire, which would have been like pretty devastating on the Clef Key, so I'm really glad I made that switch out, and it's something that I have to sort of remember for the rest of the game. He does switch out here and goes into his Melotic. As I just go for the knockoff, predicting that he's probably going to switch out, and it also does a decent chunk to Clef Key, if not Clef Key, Celebi, if that's the case. It does go for the Toxic, which is really annoying. I'm actually running a bit of a Trick Room team, sort of semi-Trick Room team. Half my team works well with Trick Room, the other half doesn't really. But it does switch out here, I sort of decided I can sort of come on this guy pretty easily, like fairly easily on in Trick Room with Heracross, and actually start putting some fine work in. But he brought in Avalug, and I knew this thing was going to be a little bit of an issue, and I really wanted to get rid of those leftovers, so I sort of wasted a Trick Room team turn here. So I decided to go for the knockoff because I just really needed those leftovers off, because like even though Avalug is really low tier, it is super annoying to deal with, and at this point I needed to switch out. I decided just to hard switch and just go into Menifee, because it also like gave me a pretty good opportunity to set up a Tail Glow if he like doesn't switch out or anything like that. I know like it's sort of preemptive to set up a Tail Glow with Celebi in the back, also what's the lizard thunder thing called? I can't remember. But he does go into Leapard here and just goes with Thunder Wave. I'm not too concerned about that, because under the Trick Room it doesn't really bother me, other than like, you know, the quarter chance of not getting it. But Ice Beam goes down, it absolutely annihilates it after a Tail Glow, and I've got to switch out here. The best person to take this is the Roserade. It took me quite some time to actually work out who I needed to go into. Roserade is Scarfed, and the Scarfed Roserade actually does a pretty decent chunk to most of his team. I decided to go for the Sludge Bomb because I was really predicting this the Celebi to come in here, and it's just not enough to kill it, which I was a little disappointed about. But you know, that's pretty much what it like. I think it was pretty low chance anyway. He does switch out here and goes into the Melotic. I'm not sure if he thought I was like stuck in or anything, but that does a decent chunk. I'm okay with that, and I decided to switch out into Heracross. It sort of gives me a good opportunity, hoping that he'll go for like a recovery move at this point. He knows probably with Mega Heracross, like this thing's got 180 base like attack. Like this thing is out of control, and anything he sort of switches into is really going to get damaged at this point. So he does end up staying in with the Melotic, and he's not going to survive this. With Skill Link, Bullet Seed, it's just It's too good. It's too good. I'm really looking forward to using Heracross throughout this season. Like, I really think it's going to put in work. I sort of built a lot of my team around using it and being able to use it effectively. And I think that's something that Heracross really needs to actually pull off in a team. So I'm going to Snorlax. Snorlax is sort of my best bet. He's got Hidden Power Fire. I know he does, and that's not going to go very well with Heracross. So I have to switch out. I bought this guy for Thick Fat because he's got the Volcarona on his team, and it's fully specially defensive. Snorlax actually took a fair chunk from Volcarona, but it was enough to sort of retaliate with like a Rock Slide or whatever. Going for a Body Slam, sort of just hoping for the paralysis really, because Terrakion is actually a problem. If Terrakion was able to go through my team, it could definitely go through my team, and it could do a really, really good job. He's obviously going to go for the close combat at this point, and Klefki was my best option. I'm really only getting Klefki in here at the moment just to paralyze stuff. I just need to stop this from ruining me. I know it's a bit of a risky shot because he may go into the oh man, I can't even say it. You know what I mean. As I go for Paralyze, it's not going to matter on this Celebi because it does have Natural Cure. But I can sort of sit in here at this point and just go for the spikes and everything. I know that he can bring in Avalugg and get rid of them. However, like having spikes up when it comes in is going to do a decent chunk to it. But he did make the switch then. I was sort of expecting to go for the Hidden Power Fire and actually just getting rid of Klefki. But he didn't end up doing that, so that's fine. I'm okay with that. I do carry Flash Cannon in this case because I knew this, it's probably, if he did bring Avalugg, Klefki will come in on it a lot of the time. It'll come in on Avalugg a lot of the time, so I bought Flash Cannon just to be able to deal with it. It doesn't do that much really, unfortunately, but it is a Klefki. They're not known for being the best. So Klefki gets first kill for the game really, doesn't he? Yeah, so Klefki's getting in here, getting some recovery. I really just need to start setting up some more spikes because I need to get rid of that, what's it do, whatever it's called, I don't know, Avalugg. I'm probably going to die from this one, and I was aware of that, but I thought I'd stay in. He did get a crit, which pretty much compounded the fact that I was going to die from that. As I can sort of bring out Roserade at this point. Roserade is scarfed, as long as this thing isn't scarfed, but it looks like it's specs damage to me when I was playing. So I did go for the Giga Drain, just get some chunk back, so at least I can survive a couple of hits, at least from some other mons if I need to. Because Roserade sort of at this point is my win condition, and I'm very, very much aware of that, so I have to be really, really careful. Mainly for the Terrakion because it is Life Orbed. He's going to go, obviously probably going to go for the Rapid Spin or the recovery at this point, which is fine. I can come into Heracross and just go for some Rock Blast, or I think I'm carrying Arm Thrust. But Rock Blast has that chance of miss, so it's a little bit annoying and nerve-wracking. But this does a decent chunk, considering how much defense these Avaluggs have. It's ridiculous. And I'm sort of expecting the Avalanche here, but it only does, I calced it only did 30%, so I was pretty, maybe more than that. Pretty happy to stay in. Went for the Arm Thrust mainly because it has 100% success, accuracy, so I didn't want to mess around. And he brings in his last mon, which is Terrakion. Terrakion can still be a little bit of a problem, but I've got the Scarfed Roserade in the back. He does miss his Stone Edge as I make the silly misclick and just go for a Rock Blast. I wanted to hit Seed Bomb or Seed, whatever it is, Seed, I don't know, whatever. It would have taken this out, but just because he missed the Stone Edge, really it makes it out to be fair that it turns into a 4-0. So yeah, Roserade can come in here, easily just go for the Giga Drain. Anything could really come in, this thing would die from Life Orb damage. And that's pretty much it. So I did take the first victory 4-0, and I'm pretty happy with that. It wasn't an easy battle by any means, not an easy battle at all. But yeah, it was a good battle. And yeah, that's pretty much all. Hopefully I can get some things up over the next couple of days, like the draft analysis and whatnot. I think I did a really good job drafting this time, so I'm excited to get that up. But yeah, that's all from me, guys. If you did enjoy, just hit the like button, and I will catch you guys next time.